What's going on again, everybody? This is Sonomix, and today I'm going to try something, and I guess you can kind of say this is another test video. Basically, for this test, I'm going to try to talk as much subjects as I can. And if I have to throw in a review here and there, or talk about my experience on whatever topic I want to talk about, I'm going to do it. For this test that I'm going to do, yesterday, which was May 3rd? No, what's today? May 5th. No, 6th. What's today? May 6th. So yesterday, May 5th, I think it was May 5th or May 4th, I did a 16-minute video, but the purpose of the 16-minute video was to not only talk about the two announcements that I wanted to make, but to see if I can go past the 15 minutes. Now, I know before, like we're talking 5 years ago, if you did a video that was over 11 minutes, it would not be uploaded because it passed the time limit of the video. And then it was about, I think, what was it, like a couple years ago, 3 years ago, then they extended it up to 15 minutes. But the catch was, if you were a YouTube partner, you could go over 15 minutes, or as a matter of fact, you can have an extremely long video. And I've seen people do like 25-minute videos, whether it was like a video game, something that they had to say, maybe it was an extremely long review that they really wanted to be in-depth detail about, and it was uploaded fine. So, here is the catch. Here is the goal. The goal is to hit 20 minutes. This is the goal of the video. Let me fix my autofocus. Let me fix this. Very blur, and right there is fine. So, the goal is to hit 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I'm going to be talking about anything that pops into my mind. Maybe about wrestling, sports, video games, movies. Just try to talk up a big game if I can. So, why not we kick things off by doing a little fun game here. I like to call this the fun imitations. I think I pronounced it right. So, let's just try to have a little fun here. So, imitation. Am I pronouncing that right? Imitations. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I command you to come right here. Very good. Okay, now you can go away. Mutation. Like I said, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. I do have a tough time trying to pronounce words. Mutation, whatever the hell you're called. I want you to pop up right here. Alright, you can go away. Alright, so we got a little bit of fun. How about we do a little double. Double and mutations. Alright, go away. Alright, so we got some fun with that. Alright, so let's kick things off with a movie topic. So, Iron Man 3 has been a very big blockbuster, as I've heard. It has made more money on its first debut, its first release, than any other movie in history. It's a pretty big accomplishment. But for the most part of things, I haven't heard anything of whether it was good or not. It looks good, but the thing is that I was never really so much into Iron Man. I've heard like the first movie was good, or at least okay. Second movie was good, and the third movie, haven't heard nothing much about it. Maybe I just don't go to the credits, or maybe I just don't go to some movie website to see if it did good or not. I really don't know that. So, if it did good on the first opening release, then it must have done something good. I'm probably never going to watch the Iron Man movie franchises. And speaking of movies, I don't know about you people, but do you feel that there's really nothing spectacular, movie-wise, that are out there? I mean, I don't know. I mean, because I kind of gave up on movies after 2010, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, actually, The last time I saw a movie, although it was in CGI, it was Resident Evil Damnation, the CGI movie that basically took place after Resident Evil 5. That was the last movie, modern movie that I saw, and that was basically it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do want to see, like, Batman The Dark Knight Rises. I do want to see that whenever I get the chance to. Probably when it comes on demand, I'll probably... Well, I know it's probably on demand, but you have to pay to watch it. So probably when it hits the free side, which I think it should be on the free side by now. But whenever I get the chance to, I'll probably go ahead and give it a watch, see if it's anything interesting. Let's jump into the video game category. And a motorcycle just went by my house. I forgot to close that window, actually. I don't know if you could hear that motorcycle that just went by. But, ammutation. Alright, go away. We don't need to see that ammutation. I'm having fun with the ammutations now. You know what's funny? With the ammutations, and once again, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. When I first saw that, which I think it's been around now for 3 years, correct me if I'm wrong, when I first saw that with the ammutations and, hey, go away. Okay, sorry about that. Ammutation little fellow there. But when I first saw that, I actually thought it was kind of stupid. I mean, that was me, because I looked at it and it's like, well, what's all this on the screen? Well, why is this on my screen? Why is this on the people's screen? So at first I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is kind of a pointless thing. But then at the same time, you look at it and you're like, oh, I guess it's not so pointless after all then. It's pretty interesting for what it's worth. It can help you link to another video, or heck, in times it can help you. All you do is click on the video and you subscribe to the person just like that without going to the channel. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but for now, basically, if you guys are watching this and you want to subscribe to me, which I'll show this right now, my channel is right there. Just click on that channel and go ahead and give me a subscribe through clicking on that channel. And, yeah, you can do it like that. So, ammutations, at first I thought it was kind of dumb. It was like, what's the point of this? Of course, you do have the options to turn it off, which thankfully you can do that. And I said, now seeing that I've started using it, I've actually had fun with it. I was actually shocked of myself how much I was having fun with it. Quick, ammutations. Go away, guys. Now these ammutations, they're attacking me. They know how much I love them. Hey, believe me, ammutations, as much as I like you guys, come on. Can't be popping in these screens now. Come on, we're trying to go for 20 minutes. I want to go for 20 minutes. I know this is a test video, but I want to try to talk as much of a subject as I want to talk about. We're at 8 minutes and 22 seconds. We got about 12 minutes, less than 12 minutes to go. So we need to keep talking. We need to just come up with some things. So we got movies. We got the movies out of the way. We might go back into that later on if I can't really think of anything. We did the ammutations, so we did a little honorable mention with the ammutations. So let's get into the video games now. So, video games. This year, I heard Tomb Raider was a phenomenal game. I was almost tempted to get the game, but I was never really big on Tomb Raider, especially during the PlayStation era. I only played like the first and 2 games, but it was only bits and pieces of it, and I just kind of I quit it playing the games. And I heard the reboot Tomb Raider was phenomenal. So I don't know, maybe down the road, maybe I'll buy it for like a smooth $25, $30 and give it a try myself. I heard that some of the death scenes were pretty graphic looking, like in Resident Evil 4, how it was like the death scenes were very graphic and all that. That's how I heard about Tomb Raider. So kind of cool, or kind of nice to hear that they've showed some graphic image. But isn't Tomb Raider no, Tomb Raider is M for mature, isn't it? Yeah, it is M for mature. Wow, kind of amazing how it used to be a teen for teen game, now gone all mature. Kind of amazing how they would really ante up like that. Well, then again, look at Zelda. Zelda has always been an E for E for Everyone game, and it's kind of amazing how Zelda games have not yet been T for teen. But then again, if you put it on T for teen, you take away all of the viewers or all of the consumers, all of the buyers who buy Legend of Zelda games, and you have kids like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old that play it. People that are in their teens, 14, 15, 16, and people that are my age, 22, 23, 24, and even older, they play Legend of Zelda games. And if you make it T for teen, you basically scratch off all the young generations that play E for Everyone games. And if you go for T for teen, you basically just keep it to more of a teen age, higher up audience. And I think it's a good thing Zelda doesn't go T for teen. But then again, look at Twilight Princess. Even though some people might have caught it, others may have not. But when you slashed an enemy, there were blood animations. But I guess as long as it's animated and not really like a realistic thing, I guess you can keep it E for Everyone. But I guess if you make it a little bit too realistic, like, then you have to go T for teen on it. Speaking of Zelda, I did my little, once again, this is my next video game walkthrough of the Legend of Zelda, which I have a video on that if you want to check it out. That video will be right, now that's channel, there. So if you want to check that out, it's nothing much, it's just showing you the next video game that I'm going to be playing, or my return video game that I will be playing. Now, for some of you that are probably going to be looking through my channel after this, or if you've already looked through my channel, you probably noticed I don't have no video game footage of Legend of Zelda. And you're probably wondering, well, why do you have no footage if you're calling this a return video into an HD quality? Well, I used to. Back in 2008, it was the third video game walkthrough that I was doing, and I had a tremendous time with it. Although I didn't get no views or comments that much, I think I did get a rating actually at the time. Remember the whole 5-star rating before there was the likes? Yeah, now we're talking classic YouTube. Yeah, the whole 5-star, 4, 3-star ratings. Oh yeah. Now we're talking old generation. I know I'm going to make you guys feel a bit old. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to see one comment that's going to say, wow, you mentioning the 5-star rating before the likes. Man, you do make me feel old. Or, man, that is classic YouTube there. And it was. I mean, I remember, and actually, you know what? Question of the day. How did you discover YouTube? How did you discover it? And I think I'll tell my story of how I discovered. And we got about 7 minutes left, so hopefully this story can last very long. So how did I discover YouTube? Well, when I first got this computer back in 2007 of January, and you know, I'm on the internet just scrolling around, and I come across this website of these videos. And I click on it, and I'm not thinking too much. Now, at the time, I knew about this website called Break.com, which is basically all these videos that people, they horse around, they do something stupid or funny, and they put it on Break.com, and they basically try to get famous, or they try to get the views or the likes, or whatever the case it is. So, there was a link. I think there was a link. There was a link to a video. So I clicked on the link, and the link sent me to YouTube. And for some reason, I thought it was Break.com. I don't know why I thought that. I guess at first I didn't look. But then when I looked to the top left corner, I saw in bold words, YouTube. And I was like, YouTube? This must be something interesting. So not thinking of it, it was the next day in school. I was in high school at the time. I was a senior in high school. And basically, I'm talking to my one buddy, my one classmate, and we got talking about videos. And he mentioned how he saw this video of a walkthrough that was very interesting, and that he actually sat through all of the parts or all of the episodes, and he said he had a very enjoyment time. Enjoyment. I don't think that's not even a word. I just made a new word. Yay. He had an enjoyable time. Now that's the correct punctuation to use. He was very enjoyed about watching the video, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. What did you go to? And he mentioned YouTube, and I was like, YouTube? I was on there just yesterday. And he's like, yeah, man, whenever you get the chance, go on YouTube. They have everything you can imagine. And I'm like, everything? And he says, dude, if you want to look up like a Legend of Zelda walkthrough or Resident Evil or whatever is your favorite video game, that is the site to go to. And there's people like you and me who post videos on reviews, previews, video games, walkthroughs, playthroughs, let's plays, and some funny crap on there as well. I think you need to go check it out. So what do you think I did? Pretty obvious. And yeah, Mr. Ammutation, I know I went to YouTube. You don't have to say that. Alright. Once again, having fun with it. Hey, but you know, it's all about the fun. If you're doing a video and you're having fun about it, and you have that happy face on, you have that smile on your face, you know you're having a fun time. And that's what I like. You know, these Ammutations, you know, really quick, I used to not be a fan of it back 2 years ago, whenever it was invented, but I'm having fun with it now. I'm having a tremendous fun with it. I may not be having this much fun, but I don't know. I might have to make a new buddy now. My new Ammutation buddy. I don't know who, but we'll think of something. We'll think of something. So anyway, back on the topic, and we got 3 minutes left. God, I was able to talk a lot on this. I'm actually thankful. I didn't go no. It's pretty good. I've been talking a lot here actually, but let's finish up the story here. So I get home and I go on YouTube, and sure enough, I go on video game walkthroughs. I think I actually went on a Legend of Zelda walkthrough, and I watched an entire 10 minutes of it, and at the end of that part I was like, wow, did I just see a walkthrough? And then sure enough, I clicked on the person's account, and they had all parts from beginning to end, full-length walkthrough in parts of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I was like, wow, this site just turned awesome. Before there was The Miz, there was awesomeness. And then I went to reviews, and then I went to previews about video game reviews, wrestling reviews, movie reviews, and I was blown away. I really was. And it was like the possibilities were endless. And as long as you obeyed the rules and you were respectful and you did what you did, I think, to me, it was like, wow, this is awesome. And then it made me want to be like, you know what? I gotta get a camera. And that's when I bought the camera for my friend. I did my introduction video, which actually I'll give you a special occasion. If you want to see, I don't know if you don't want to, but if you want to see, if you're interested to see my very first video that I did, I was 17 years old. If you want to see my very first introduction to YouTube, which was back in March of 2008, you can click on the video right, come on, put the finger up, right there. If you want to see my very first introduction, click on this link. This link will take you to my very first video and my very first introduction to YouTube. And, you know, still to this day, I look at that video and I say to myself, wow, how time flies. 5 years old, that video is. 5 years and about 2 months old, about almost 2 months. But you know what? We have made a goal. We have made a goal here. We are about to hit 20 minutes, and wrestling will be on in about 40 minutes. I thank you guys for those that have bared with me and watch 20 minutes of video and the fun imitations. Guys, come on. Imitations above me. Go away. Alright. Hey, I like you guys, but hey, Another time. We'll do more of the imitations. We're going to have a little bit more fun. More fun is the key to these videos. Until then, 20 minutes is approaching. I'll talk to you guys later.